Now that's what I'm talking about. In today's episode, we have an amazing product sent in from Spitfire Products. This right here is the Nerf Mega Ranger. This is a bolt action that can accurately shoot mega darts over 100 feet and packs a serious punch. We're gonna look at this today. We're gonna take it outside. We're gonna see how far this thing can shoot. We're gonna test some of the ammo and see what kind of FPS numbers we get and just give our overall impressions of the Spitfire Nerf Mega Ranger. Let's get right into it. All right, first I gotta take that off. It doesn't even have foam pads in it. It's like tearing up my head. So the first thing worth mentioning is this product was sent in for review by Spitfire Products. So I wanna thank you for sending this in. It's just complete and total joy with this. This is such a cool blaster. This thing feels like an adult Nerf blaster. I wouldn't even give this to a kid. Like this thing is like, this is like what an adult would play with. And it is just a beast. So we're gonna talk about a few things. This video that we're doing today, this is basically gonna be one video of a 3-part series. I don't know how long it will be for these videos to be released because there's a lot of work that's gonna go into these. This first video is just an introduction to the version 4, and this blaster right here is already out of date. So we will be doing a full build guide on the latest and greatest version. I believe it's 6.7. And in the 6.7 version of this blaster, there's a lot of just kind of like overall changes to help with the overall design and I guess we'll call them quality of life changes. So if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I will be doing that video probably within a month or two. I think we're pretty booked up for the month. We have a lot going on this month, so that's all the more reason to subscribe to the channel. So I'm gonna read through some key points that were provided by the designer, by the creator. So let me just kind of run down these key points. It looks like there is a Half Dart Delta variant in development. So keep that in mind as you're watching this video and you see the chronograph numbers. Imagine this thing is a half dart shooter. It's gotta be over 300 FPS. Nuts. So we got hardware kits and files are in process. We got a large bore pusher. Yes, very super large bore. Now, one key point that I like to talk about is this right here. This part is metal, this is aluminum. He calls it DMLS, so it's direct metal laser centered aluminum bolt arm. This thing it feels like quality. I just, when I first got this part in my hand, I was like, are you kidding me? We got aluminum bolts? Awesome. Right here, you can see the actual bolt, you know, the bolt handle. We got tons of different variants of that. I'm actually gonna, when I do my other build, I'm gonna do a ball one because this one's all right, but I really like the ball. There's a nice smooth ball variant. So that's, I'll go ahead and post some images of those. We got a 30-second forward sling swivel post mount that's under here. So you can actually put a swivel mount sling, that's nice. A butt pad adjuster. So we gotta say a quick thing about the butt pad. This right here is not an adjustable butt pad. What this is it basically, it seals up this plunger access chamber. So this is not really intended to be an adjustable stock. It's really just to allow you to open it up to pop in a new spring. We're gonna talk about the spring options. This is what really makes this thing shine, is the versatility of what you can do with this. So I'm really curious how that half dart design of this blaster is gonna kind of work. I don't think any of it will be, I just don't know how much of it could be swapped out with this version to that version. So we'll have to see. More information will follow on that. But let's talk about the springs real quick. So we have various types of springs will yield different, you know, feet per second and different performance. So the first one, we got a 788 or K21 spring is around 90 FPS. We have K17 equals 165 plus. K25 is 155 to 175 depending on the preload. We got K17 plus K25. So the way this is designed, you can actually double up springs. Am I primed? Oh, I don't want to be, I don't want to keep this thing primed. So yes, you can deprime it by basically, if you hold the bolt, pull the trigger, you can kind of push that forward, good to go. But as you can see here, we have double spring in here. So let's read down what those give you. We got K25 plus K17 will equal 165 to 200 FPS depending on the preload. We also have a K11 will give you 220 plus FPS. And we're talking about mega darts here. I'm not talking about half darts. Shooting a mega dart over, I'll even say 100 FPS, a mega dart, that's a lot of force. Imagine 200 FPS. That thing is gonna slap. I can't even really shoot it in here. I tried shooting it a few times into my dart catch behind me. The thing was like blowing apart my dart catch. So go ahead and show some of the footage I did outside. As you can see here, we started with standard mega darts, and I'm gonna tell you, this thing makes standard mega darts look like garbage. The flight trajectory of a high-powered mega dart just flies all over the place. So I would recommend just not even using them. Try to get yourself some of the AccuFakes. So we got a few darts here to take a look at. I know these things are hard to get, but this is what you want. You want either, obviously just the Busby darts. The Busby mega darts are really good. You got the Accu, the Accu Mega. Those are decent. That's what I primarily use today. And then there's this guy. This is like an AccuFake. I can't find these things. If you know where I can get some, please let me know in the comment section. These are really good. This kind of AccuStrike looking dart, these are really good. So let me know in the comment section if you know where I can get these. So yeah, that's what I recommend for those. The standard mega darts, not too great. They flew all over the place. One was pretty funny. So as you can see, I was basically shooting. I wasn't trying to arc this or anything, but one of them caught the wind, and look how far this thing traveled. It went like, I can't remember the exact numbers. I'll post it right here. This is how far that one dart, and that's not angling it upward. I just fired straight, and the dart just shot off. It was actually kind of funny to watch. So I immediately went inside, grabbed some of the more accurate darts. I got the Accu, mega darts. Those were great. And so what I did is I set a cone up at 100 feet, and I basically was just trying to hit the cone. I got a pretty good grouping. I think I hit it once, which is cool. At 100 feet, getting pegged by a mega dart, pretty impressive in my book. We got FPS out of the way. We got maker's notes out of the way. We talked about some of the outdoor range testing. What are my overall impressions? How do I feel about this blaster? Now, this thing was sent in, but I did have to sit down with the designer and build this thing, and it's quite a build. I'm not gonna lie. It was, this is not your normal Nerf build. I'm not gonna say it's hard, but there's a lot to consider, there's a lot to take in, and I pretty much gave this thing probably another 8 hours of work, because you gotta fine tune it, you gotta take it apart, you gotta sand some stuff, you gotta make sure everything's lubed properly. There's a lot of fine tuning, but once you get this thing done and it's solid and everything's functioning, I consider it a pretty rugged build. I think it's gonna treat me well. Can't wait to take this thing to a war. Let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see footage like that, just playing with this thing. I do a lot of close quarter combat, so it's gonna be hard for me to get this thing. I won't be able to play in that type of environment. Like, I know Out of Darts is gonna have a warehouse battle. I can't take this there, but definitely some outdoor field type play. This is gonna be just killer. It's gonna be great to just sit at the back lines, snipe with mega darts. You can see the shields running up and just pick them off. It's gonna be so fun. So with that all in mind, let's talk about the price tag, because this is a hefty price tag. Now, many of you that have watched the DrFlux channel will probably know that I have spent quite a bit of money on Nerf, and I have some very expensive blasters in my studio and in my possession. So the price tag for me personally, I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't think it's too bad, because it's under $400. I showed in one of my previous videos how I ordered a Lynx, which was up there, is like $420. When you look at this this is a blaster for an adult. This is not a $400 or $300 and whatever dollar kid's toy. This is this is like, you're getting more in like pro level. You have a mission with this thing. You're like, you know what? I'm sick of the shields dominating my playfield. I want to get something that's going to take care of them from long range. I don't even want to run across, I don't want to chase down shields with my really low performance mega stuff, because let's face it, a lot of mega blasters, they don't smack like they should. And I can tell you, this thing right here, you're gonna get those results. You're gonna be able to sincerely feel like you're a sniper picking off armor from far away. And so in that regard, I think this thing is definitely worth it. And don't just take my word for it. Many people in the community that have received one of these, in various groups and whatnot, they'll tell you this thing is just a lot of fun. There's a lot of dedication and love that went into this blaster and this design, and there's still more to come. So yeah, that's pretty much my closing remarks on this thing. Like I said, make sure to check out the build guide. I'll be doing a full video on that. And the third video, which I kind of mentioned that this is going to be one of 3 videos. The third video, I want to do a comparison. So this version, version 4 versus the version 6.7, what's different between the two? You know, what is it that makes the latest and greatest version so good? Well, I'm DrFlux, and that pretty much wraps up today's video on the Ranger Series Sniper. This thing is a beast. If you have one of these, let me know in the comment section. I wanna see how many people out there actually have one of these things, because they're just so cool. And now that I have one, I want another one. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna do so this one's kind of in my colors, but I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna do a poll. We're gonna see, do you want me to, what color combination should I do? Should I do, you know, your classic DrFlux with the neon yellow, the black, and the hot pink? Or should I do like the zombie strike with like the green, the black, and the orange? Or maybe a different color. Maybe I just need to go and do some other bright colors. Let me know in the comment section what you think, and I will be running a poll this week, so check it out. Once again, I want to thank you for watching, and as always, be safe, happy foam flinging. Oh, you're still here? Okay, well, if you got this far and you're not subscribed, make sure to do so. It helps the channel tremendously. And while you're here, check out this video. You might like it.